On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Thursday evening to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So in the last story that I'll be sharing with you this evening is going to be a very heart-wrenching and touching story. So I'm pretty sure you don't want to miss that one. Yeah, man. So in yesterday morning's vlog, I spoke extensively about amending our present laws to reflect present day time and situations. And the DPP heard our cry and has answered to our pleas. In fact, she spoke specifically about the very same matter that I was speaking about, that involved criminal convict Vivian Vernon, the convicted felon who was accused of arson and the loss of life of a 7-year-old girl back in 2014. Now, the Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, says she'll be making recommendations to have the starting point of the term of life imprisonment of the offense of a loss of life or taking one's life to increase from 30 to 40 years. The DPP says the sentencing regime has become mathematical given the circumstances of each case. Now, Section 42F of the Criminal Justice Administration Act of 2015 speaks to the reduction of sentencing of life imprisonment where the defendant pleads guilty. Her comments followed the sentencing of a man yesterday to life imprisonment without being eligible for parole until he has served 21 years. Vivian Vernon, as I stated earlier, is accused of attempted arson and the loss of life of a 7-year-old girl back in 2015, and he got that reduction because he pleaded guilty. Now we're going to hear from the DPP as it relates to this particular matter. Listen.
Very serious thought has to be given, certainly by our chambers, to make a recommendation to the authorities that they consider. Because this amendment was in 2015. We are now in 2022 and we see what is happening with the rate of murder. As soon as we get this latest judgment in the Quincy matter, we will certainly have to craft a recommendation. The starting point on Section 42F that it needs to be amended by Parliament. Instead of life imprisonment being deemed to be a term of 30 years, it could go to 40 years. And in light of the fact that the accused pleaded guilty, as well as he had been in custody for 8 years, so he had to be given credit for that. You know, we have discussed the matter in chambers, and we are satisfied that it is within the accepted range.
So as I stated in yesterday morning's vlog, that the present day laws that is on the books needs to be tabled before Parliament again and the necessary amendments made. We have seen where they have made amendments in the Firearm Acts. There is also many other amendments to be made. So we just hope that they make haste and do the necessary amendments to reflect the type of criminals that we have and the barbaric atrocities that these criminal elements are meting out to the regular members of Jan Public. Yeah, man. So over there in the St. Catherine North Police Division, the police is probing circumstances surrounding a double loss of life in a rural part of St. Catherine called Commodore District. The deceased has since been identified only by his alias 4, and a woman who was in the company of 4 is still unidentified. The third person was their taxi driver. We get a portion taken, but luckily he's still among the land of the living. In a brief police report, it states that the taxi driver reportedly transported Farin and the woman to their home. Reports are that about 1:30 a.m., criminal elements traveling in a motor car drove up to the house and started knocking it and clapping it indiscriminately. So when the knockings and clapping subsided, the three were found suffering from a portion of wounds. All three persons was transported to the hospital, where sadly Farin and the woman was pronounced you know what. The taxi driver sustained serious injuries and is presently being treated in the hospital. The police are yet to establish a motive for that knockings and clappings. Now, On the Spot News Media will definitely be looking into it, and I will definitely give you an update in subsequent newscast. The thing rough out of John Shop, the boy, may I tell you, this a Christmas season here, definitely don't merry. So over there in the neighboring parish of St. Ann, a team of officers were conducting operations in the Faithspen area of Manig, St. Ann. They seized one 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 4 live 9mm rounds. No arrest was made in connection with that find. Reports from the Manig police is that about 6:30 p.m. a team was conducting operations searching for illegal guns and wanted men. An abandoned house was searched, and during that search, the firearm and ammunition was found inside the house underneath a cushion. The police says that they are continuing their investigations into that find. Now, 4 men have been taken into custody following the seizure of 2 guns and several rounds of ammunition in 2 separate incidents across the corporate area yesterday. Now, the first incident took place in the New Kingston police area, and they have reported that a Smith & Wesson revolver with 5 rounds of ammunition was seized along Alburn Road in St. Andrew. 3 men have been arrested in connection with the seizure. The police reports states that about 11:45 p.m. the men were accosted along the main road. They were searched and the firearm was found. The men were subsequently taken to the New Kingston police post, where they were arrested and charged for the said offense. But you don't know, the police still don't finalize a court date as yet. So just maybe, which I'm pretty sure it will be so, they will be spending Christmas behind bars, because they will not be afforded a court date until 2023. Yeah man, may I tell you, you can't hear, you are go feel. I would advise all these would-be robbers to cease and desist. The second incident took place over there in the volatile, crime-riddled Kingston Western Police Division, the section called Denham Town. The police has reported that the seizure of an illegal gun and several rounds of ammunition at the intersection of Bread Lane and Charles Street. 1 man was arrested in connection with that seizure. The police says that a patrol was on the road about 9:10 p.m. when a man aroused their suspicion. He was reportedly stopped, searched, and a Taurus pistol and 6 rounds of ammunition were found on his person. He was immediately taken into police custody and charged for the said offense. The new Firearm Act is now in effect, in case you never get the memo. The law provides for a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years for the possession of an illegal gun. And as Andrew Holness stated, radam. Yeah man, may I tell you. Now my peeps, for the final story that I'll be touching on, a real touching story, really heartfelt type of story. Now on your screen is 22-year-old Sabrina Lindsay, a Jamaican national, and she needs our help. We have always said that Christmas is the time for giving. Now let us help to put a smile on this young woman's face. She was born with a rare skin disease. And as you can see on your screen, a really nice young lady, but has been suffering for a mighty long time. She is such a trying young lady because she's currently an employed babysitter, so she's not just sitting around seeking pity, but the surgeries that she needs is very costly. She says that she really don't need help with her hands because that is being done by the Bustamante Hospital for Children for free. But she also suffers an eye disease where she has lost vision in one eye and is presently about to lose vision in the other. Now that procedure is another costly procedure. Now I'm going to allow you to hear from this young lady in her own words as she presents her matter to you. So listen.
Sickness that I have on my hands, I can't explain deeply what it is or what's the name of the sickness because it's a very rare sickness which it's only 9 cases worldwide. I'm the first for Bustamante Children's Hospital. I'm the first patient they got with this type of sickness. Hey everyone, I was recently diagnosed with keratoconus. This is an eye sickness that caused me to lose my vision in my left eye, and it is now slowly affecting my right eye. I have 2 surgeries to do, which I am not able to afford. The cost for one of the surgery is 220,000 JMD, in which they will be trying to save my good eye before it gets worse. The other surgery that they will be doing is a cornea transplant, which is on the bad eye. I'm not sure how much for this surgery as yet because I didn't sure I was gonna get the chance to do it. My name is Sabrina Lindsay and I'm seeking help in order to get these 2 surgeries done.
So now, my peeps, I'm asking each and every person listening to the voice of On The Spot News Media to show her the good old On The Spot News Media support and love. Go over her Instagram page and flood her Instagram page with love. Show her that we as Jamaicans, both yard and abroad, still care. Just tell her, say, yo, On The Spot News Media, send me over here. Yeah, man, let us put a smile on this young woman's face. Let us keep her face smiling. Remember, Christmas is indeed a time for giving. She has an account to receive donations in, so if you contact her on her Instagram, she will give you the necessary information and you can send your contributions there. Remember, my peeps, Christmas is indeed a time for giving. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.